Hi students, in this video I will explain about increasing conductivity of intrinsic semiconductors. In previous video I have already known that the ranges of semiconductors, conductors and insulators. In this concept we should increase the conductivity of intrinsic semiconductors. How we should increase the conductivity property? Here the conductivity of intrinsic semiconductor is very low, so it is of no practical importance. However, conductor can be increased by adding appropriate amount of suitable impurity. So such process is called as here doping, and the resultant conductors are called as extrinsic semiconductors. You should remember here, this is called as here extrinsic semiconductors. So here what we should understand here, after the process of doping, the resultant conductors are called as here, the resultant semiconductors are called as here extrinsic semiconductors. The impurities are called as dopants. Which type of impurities we are going to adding? So such type of substances are called as here dopant. They can be electron rich or electron deficient. They introduced into the electronic defects in the host. So here you should remember that doping means what, dopant means what. Dopants, it is nothing but the impurities which one we are going to adding. So such type of substances or impurities are called as here dopant. So you should remember here, after the process of a doping, the resultant product, the resultant semiconductor are called as here say extrinsic semiconductors. So the impurities we are going to adding, that impurities are called as here dopant. So here these impurities may be in electron rich or electron deficient, and depends upon the substances we are going to using. Here the types of extrinsic semiconductors are of two types. One, it is called as here n-type semiconductors and p-type semiconductors. N-type and p-type semiconductors. Now let us learn about what is n-type and what is the p-type semiconductors. So first one, n-type semiconductors. So here we have already studied that elements of group 14, elements of group 14, it is indicates that usually elements of group 14 like silicon and germanium, both are acts as like host. So here each atom forms 4 covalent bonds. Why it will form 4 covalent bonds? Because it is having given valency, it will be 4. So here it will form 4 covalent bonds with its neighbors. So whenever we are going to doped with the pentavalent impurities, here we are going to applying the doping process by using which type of impurity, that is pentavalent impurity. What is here pentavalent? Means the impurity must have 5 valence electrons, like you can take phosphorus, arsenic, etc., like group 15 elements. So some of the host atoms are replaced by them. Here 4 out of 5 valence electrons of the impurity are used to form 4 covalent bond with its neighboring host atoms. So the 5th electron is free and becomes delocalized. This increases the conductivity. It means that here we are using here group 15 elements. It is indicates that, for example, here phosphorus, it is in a pentavalent impurity. How it will be? It is having electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3. So here you should remember that what is the outer valence electrons? It is having 5 valence electrons, so it is having pentavalence. Similarly, you can take arsenic. Arsenic have a 33 atomic number and electronic configuration will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, 4s2, 4p, 4s2, 4p3, 4s2, 4p3. So this is a pentavalence electron. So already we have known that silicon and germanium, it acts as a host, so it will forms a 4 covalent bonds. Means here which type of impurity we are adding here? Pentavalent impurity. So 4 valence electrons, it will form formation of 4 covalent bond with the silicon, and another one excess, means one extra electron must have a capacity to movable or delocalized. So this increases the conductivity process. So therefore increase in conductivity is due to negatively charged electron. Therefore semiconductor is doped with electron rich impurity is called as here N type of semiconductor, because here one of the extra electron it is going to present. So such type of semiconductors are called as electron rich impurity. Electron rich impurity is known as here N type semiconductors. In examination there is a possibility to ask explain the N type of semiconductors or explain the electron rich impurity or electron rich impurity semiconductors, means you should write here N type. So these are the points or comes under the one N type of semiconductors. Now let us just by using of diagrammatic representation we can easily accessible of which type of semiconductors are going to presence in the N type of semiconductors. Now let us learn about that. So here you can observe that this is like a formation of N type semiconductors. So this is first you can observe this diagram. This is called as a pure semiconductors, means it is not still doping process, it is not applied for this type of semiconductors. Here the conductivity will be very low, so that we are going to adding of doping process for this type of semiconductors. So here you can observe that here one of the vacant site it will be there. In that vacant site we are going to substitution of arsenic. So here what it will be get formation arsenic, it is having one pentavalent impurity. So here just you can see how the process it is going to present here. One electron from arsenic and one electron from silicon, like this it is going to having, see, 1 2 3 and here 4 valence electrons and another extra valence electrons present in arsenic. This extra valence electrons it will be delocalized whole the type of semiconductors. So then here the fifth electron must have a capacity to delocalized, so it will increases the conductivity. So this is called as here extrinsic semiconductors. That too N type of semiconductors it is having an extra electron, so that this type of semiconductors or this type of impurities are called here electron rich impurity. So this is about the first type of semiconductors, that is N type of semiconductors. Now let us learn about P type of semiconductors, how it will having. So here P types of semiconductor, when a trivalent impurity, here we are going to adding of here trivalent impurity. So trivalent impurities like boron, aluminum or gallium, like it is involvement of group 13 element is added to the host. Some host atoms are replaced by them. So here the place where the fourth valence electron is missing is called as here electron hole. Before knowing of electron hole, now here which type of impurities we are using here, trivalent impurities like boron, aluminum. We can take boron it is having a 5 and aluminum it is 13. 5 in the sense here atomic number, valence electrons. Before knowing of valence electrons, let us learn about here what is electronic configuration of boron. 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 1. So valence electrons will be 3, so it is trivalent. And similarly aluminum it is having 13. Electronic configuration will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p, 1. So it is also having a 3 valence electrons, so it is comes under the one trivalent impurity. Here trivalent impurities in the sense 3 valence electron must have. Here the place where the fourth valence electron is missing is called as here electron hole or electron vacancy. Electron hole or electron vacancy. So the electron from the neighboring atom can fill it. In the process, electron hole appears to shift in the opposite direction when an applied electric field. So here electrons migrate towards positive electrode through electronic holes. It appears as if electron holes are migrating towards the negative electrode and are positively charged. Therefore, the holes are responsible for electrical conduction and the resultant semiconductors are called as here p type of semiconductors. Means here whatever the holes are going to create it, so that holes are responsible for electrical conduction. So the resultant semiconductors are called as p type, because here these are called as electron deficient. Why it is called as electron deficient? Means it is having lesser electron when compared to a host atoms. Then they will be created of one hole, so that hole it is responsible for electrical conduction. So now let us learn about by the diagrammatic representation. We can understand very easily. So this is in a pure semiconductors. Whenever we are applying a trivalent impurities, just you can see here aluminum we are adding here as a dopant, because it is an electron deficient impurity. So aluminum if we are going to adding this one electron from aluminum, this will be, and this, and what about the fourth? Here there is a created of one hole, so this hole it will be responsible for the whole electrical conductivity in this p type of semiconductors, because whenever there is a creation of a hole, the neighboring electrons it will be get shift, and here again there will be formation of hole. Again this silicon of the one electron it will be moving. Like that, the whole type of semiconductors it is having one delocalizing property of electron. So whenever the movement of electrons must be appear, it will be conducts a electrical conductivity. So this is about the p type of semiconductors are also called as electron deficient impurities, that is electron deficient semiconductors. So this is about the n type semiconductors and p type semiconductors. Now a last concept in this conductivity property, that is known as applications of n type and p type semiconductors. Here the applications of n type and p type semiconductors, one of the very important application, that is it is used in diode. So diode is a combination of n type and p type semiconductors. It is used as here a rectifier. This is the first application, important application. Then these type of semiconductors it is also used in transistors or sandwich semiconductors, where a layer of one type semiconductors is sandwiched between two layers of the other type of a semiconductor, so that is called as here transistors. At the same time here, NPN transistor and PNP transistor, I think you might have heard about that. So such type of semiconductors are used in case of N-type and P-type semiconductors. Then next application, that is solar cells. Solar cells is an efficient photodiode used for converting light energy into electrical energy. And one of the most important point you should remember here, these transistors, where it is going to using, it is nothing but they are used to detect or amplify radio or audio signal. So it is used to detect or amplify radio or audio signals. So like that, group 13 to 15 or group 12 to 16, they are used as a solid state materials. So these materials are made by the or prepared by the combination of elements group 13 with group 15 or group 12. So just you should remember these three applications are enough for these applications of N-type and P-type semiconductor. So this is about the how to increase the conductivity property in case of intrinsic semiconductors, and which type of semiconductors are called as extrinsic semiconductors, and types of extrinsic semiconductors, and what are the applications of N-type and P-type semiconductors. So if you have any doubts, comment and subscribe our channel. By this we have finished of electrical properties. So next video we will learn about magnetic properties of solids.